Hello everyone. So in this video I just wanted to cover some quick facts and then starting tips about the PC beta for Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Blackout. So the Battle Royale basically. So in order to get weapons, you have to press F to pick up weapons, ammo, pretty much any attachment, any meds. If you want to use meds, you have to hold in the X button. And then as you can see, you have a maximum of 150 health points that you can heal up to by holding in X. Every single time you use one of these first aid kits, it's going to heal you. And then there's a couple different things that you can use. There's first aid kits, med kits, trauma kits, and then there's also these boosts. There's awareness, consumer, reinforced. There's, I think, two more. I could be wrong on that. Once again, there's a couple different of these boosts. So for example, reinforced. Reduces damage from explosions and fire, increased resistance to flashbang, concussion, and razor wire. So it's a couple different things that each one of these boosts will do, and it lasts for anywhere from like 2 minutes up to like 4 or 5 minutes. There are only there's a cap of 80 players that can play in the Blackout Battle Royale for Call of Duty Black Ops. Now, that's for PC. For PS4, I believe the cap is 64. Then, if you want to jump out of your plane right when the game starts, you press F once again, hold down W, and then aim your cursor down and up to move around at different speeds and to like glide out if you want. Get into different locations, and then your parachute moves rather fast. You drop almost instantly. You can move around with your mouse just like in PUBG, but it's a lot faster getting down on the ground. You can climb. There's a bunch of climb over animations once you start moving over obstacles and objects, and then once you actually get a weapon, any attachments that are on the ground, you will automatically pick up. Now, if you already have an attachment kind of like this, you can press tab, but you see you can't actually select anything. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to right click, and then you can move your cursor around, and then you can press left click on anything that's in your inventory to attach it to a weapon. I just attached this optic. So now I've got that red dot sight on. So like talked about before, if you don't have any attachments on your weapons, like now, and say, so for example, this optic's open, this magazine's open, and you find something laying on the ground that works for that slot, this optic right here, the ELO, all you have to do is press F and you can equip it. Otherwise, you can press G and it'll put it straight in your inventory. But yeah, press F, automatically equipped it, as you can see. Now, same goes for this magazine. I want to equip that, automatically equipped it once again. Press R to reload your gun. And then if you find another weapon, if you have an extra slot, it'll automatically place it in that slot for you. You won't drop your other weapon. And if you want to look at your different weapons, you're just going to right click again, and then you can press between weapon 1 and weapon 2, like so. And then as you can see, you have all of your different attachment slots for both weapons. Now, you only have 5 slots in your inventory, so you have to pick up a backpack to get more slots. Then you have equipment that's attached, so you can use that right away. And then you also have storage. And then you've got gear here, so that's armor level 1, 2, 3, and then this is where your first aid goes that you're going to use when you press X. You can switch that out for like med kits too.
Net call. Supply drop incoming.
And then if you want to use your actual grenades, you press E, or any type of equipment that you have attached, as you can see right there. So like that stun grenade or flash grenade, whatever it was right here on equipment. If you have like, I think you can even put those RC controller cars into that slot right there. Just press E and then you can activate that. And then if you want to know what type of ammo you need for your gun, just look in the bottom right corner of the screen, or you can press tab and look at these weapons. It'll tell you right here, 9mm ammo for this GKS, and then for this Maddox RFB, you need 5.56 ammo. If you want a different weapon and you already have 2 weapons in your weapon slots, then all you have to do is just scroll with your mouse cursor to a different weapon, and then you can swap out a weapon that's on the ground and pick it up like so, just by pressing F. Most of you probably already know this because of, well, if you were playing the beta before, that is the beta for all the other game types that they had available earlier. This grappling hook ability, if you want to use that, once you pick it up, all you have to do is make sure it's in your equipment slot, and then press E once again. Aim at something that's close enough, and you can just grapple around. Very, very fun. And then you can even hop over stuff. So press this, and then you press spacebar, boom, hop over that fence. Now, if you just do this, you're just going to bump. I used it all up, darn it. So it's limited. There's limited use on it. But yeah, if you don't press that spacebar, you'll just bump straight into that fence. But yeah, press the spacebar, jump right over the fence. It works out really well. If you want to pull up your map, you have to press M by default on the PC. So press M, and then as you can see, you can look around, but you can't really do anything. So once again, you need to right click in order to interact with this map. So once you right click, then you can use your mouse scroll up and down to zoom in and out around the map, and then you can also hold down right click and then you can move around the map. Now if you press left click, that puts a pointer on the map somewhere that you want to land. So if you're playing with a squad, you can put a little marker down and say, hey, I want to land here, just like in PUBG. And then there's going to be different color markers, of course, for each squad member to help differentiate between who's who. And then you're going to notice that this is for both game types, of course, too. Or not both game types, but for both platforms as well. The time to kill on this game can take a little bit longer than you're expecting, especially if someone has like level 3 body armor. So just be prepared for that. Okay, next little thing I wanted to cover. If you press C, then you can crouch. If you want to go prone, then you have to hold C. But you can also press left control. If you press left control, you'll just go straight into prone versus having to hold C. If you hold C, when you're standing, you're going to go to crouch first and then prone. Now, if you're standing, you press left control, instant prone. It's slightly faster. To melee an opponent, press middle mouse button or V, and that'll do that for you. Jump is spacebar, obviously. I mean, that's with pretty much any game that you're playing. This one's probably pretty straightforward for anyone playing a PC game, but if you're using a weapon and you want to fire at someone, hold right click and then press left click to fire your weapon. It's pretty basic, and there's basically no recoil in this game. There's a little bit. There's a little bit of horizontal recoil and a little bit of vertical recoil, but it's like super minor. It's really easy to control the recoil. It more so comes down to how well can you aim your gun. And then if you want to steady your aim, hold left shift. That's going to hold your breath, just like in PUBG. Now in PUBG, if you're using like specific, if you're aiming down your sights with iron sights, you can zoom in when you hold your breath. It's not going to work the same on Call of Duty, unfortunately. You can open garage doors by pressing F, interact with those, and then you can close the garage door. There's typically buttons on both sides here. Close yourself in. Kind of like closing just a regular door. I think that's a pretty cool feature to have. Okay, if you want to chat with people, just press enter, and then you can type in anything, and then press enter again, and then you'll enter your chat. All you need to do to start sprinting is, by default, just hold down W, and you'll start moving forward, and then press shift once. You don't even need to hold down shift, and you will just keep on sprinting as long as you keep on holding W. So if you want to auto walk, press H, and then if you want to auto run, press shift after you have pressed H. And then, as you can see now, you're just freely moving around. Works out pretty darn nicely for you. In order to slide into cover after you are sprinting, all you have to do is, while you're sprinting, press C, and then let go of W. And then as you see, you are in a crouched position at this moment. Now you can start moving around crouched. Now, if you're sprinting, right, and then you press C, but you keep on holding W, you're going to keep on moving forward. And then you're not going to be staying in that crouched position in that cover. So yeah, just keep that in mind. When you start sliding, let go of W, and then you can start moving after you are already crouched. So the stopping of the movement is very important. You have to keep that in mind. If you want to instantly go to your social, so like you want to see friends or recent players that you played with, all you have to do is, while you're in game, press O, and boom, it'll pop up. Then you can view your friends, and you'll be in this little screen right here. So then I can select around, I can right click on these names, and I can click send a friend request, report player, block player, so on and so forth. And then I can also go down here and see my online friends right this moment. And then one other thing, if you're in a squad and you want to chat with other players, you can hold down B, and then while you're holding down B, you will start voice chatting with teammates. So the last thing that I wanted to cover is driving a vehicle. So all you have to do is go up to the driver's door, press F, and then you're in a vehicle. And then if you want to start moving forward, press W by default, S to move backwards, S to move backwards. To move left and right, press S to move left, D to move right, G, as you can hear, is your horn, V is the handbrake. Holding down left shift is your boost. You can, basically it's help you to move faster. In PUBG, some vehicles you can use it, some vehicles you can't. In this game, I'm not sure if it works on every single vehicle. Like right now, I can't actually tell if I'm going faster just because this is such a big truck. But yeah, It does actually say in the key bindings that left shift is your gas or boost. You should be able to press Z. As you can see in the right corner of the screen, there are 5 slots total. And yes, see, like right here, I should be able to sit here technically, but I can't actually control that at the moment, and I'm not sure why that is. I'm sure it's a bug, and I'm sure it'll be fixed eventually. But for now, just know about it. Well, that's all I have for you in this video. If you have any questions, I'll make sure to post those in the comment section. I'm definitely going to be making more walkthrough videos for this game. If you want to see walkthroughs, post those in the comment section. Otherwise, I'm just going to leave it here at this one walkthrough video during the beta. When the actual game comes out, if it does well enough, maybe I'll get it. We'll see. But yeah, any questions you have, post in the comment section. Requests you have, post in the comment section. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video or found it to be helpful. Subscribe for more content, and I will see you all in the next one.